on the heels of a war of words and endorsements between Assembly Speaker Robin Vos and election investigator, former state Supreme Court Justice Michael Gableman. Speaker Vos Friday fired Gableman, a move that drew some bipartisan support. Our political reporter Will Keneally talks about the move and its impact with UW political expert Mike Wagner.
I wanted to ask you, are you surprised at all that it happened or by the timing of it?
It's not terribly surprising that it happened, given the obvious public break between Speaker Vos and former Justice Gableman in the last few days. The timing is a little interesting. It waits until after, of course, the primary election, where Speaker Vos narrowly won his Republican primary against the Gableman and former President Trump endorsed opponent.
So for me, it seems like it's a move that kind of puts Vos at odds with the more conservative wing of his party. Do you imagine that there will be any kind of blowback for Vos taking this step?
You know, in some ways, this is an example of the tension between Scott Walker's Republican Party in Wisconsin and Donald Trump and former Justice Gableman's Republican Party in Wisconsin. Gableman aligned with the Trump side. Speaker Vos has been trying to thread the needle in a way that appeases Trump supporters while still engaging in a more Walker-like style of governing. And it's blown up on several occasions, culminating now with the firing of former Justice Gableman.
And kind of understanding that this is bubbling up from a certain sentiment on the far right side, do you have a sense that this will kind of be the conclusion of some of that election denial, or do you think that sentiment will keep going beyond even the Gableman investigation?
I think that those who think that there was something untoward that led to the election result. I think people who believe that Donald Trump won are going to continue to believe that, and will probably even point to this decision from Speaker Vos, which is the right decision, I think, as one that is further evidence in their minds of something nefarious going on, when in fact, really the only nefarious thing was the actual conduct of the justice's investigation itself.
My other question, too, is knowing that Vos obviously won a very narrow primary this past Tuesday, and he will have to face a leadership question come January. Do you think that there's any kind of concern on Vos's part that he might not be Speaker next year?
I don't know. I think that Speaker Vos has been very effective at advancing the Republican legislative program in Wisconsin over many years. And so he's been an effective leader for the ideas of the Wisconsin Republican Party. And so, you know, I'm not sure if this puts his speakership in any trouble or not. He certainly doesn't have the unified party that he had, say, a decade ago. Whether the fracture is enough to cause him real problems holding on to his position, I think is something else.
Wonderful. Speaking with Mike Wagner, thanks so much for joining us.
You bet.